What's happening? What's happening? Shout out to all those beginner investors and traders, entrepreneurs, college graduates, hustlers, anybody trying to make something out of nothing. Legitimately, that is. Y'all already know we try and get that legit Skrilla. Shout out to the SOS Limited Squad. I wanted to see how you fellas and you ladies feel about SOS because I've been checking out the blogs and doing a little bit of reading up on SOS. And from what I've read in the blogs, there are some people that feel like SOS is a scam, that it's a scam Chinese stock. And, I could see how they could feel that way because you've had some issues. We've had some issues. The market's had some issues, with certain stocks in the past. I think Luckin Coffee was like one that people probably can really remember. That was one of the most recent. And then you got, I think, what everything that's taking place with Evergreen, I believe the name is. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but it's just a lot of things that take place with these Chinese stocks where people don't have as much faith in them. Personally, me, after the move to United States and the office and New York, I believe. Excuse me if I'm not, because I'm just going off the dome right now. And energy becoming more cleaner and people learning more and educating themselves more about cryptocurrency is becoming more popular. You have banks and just about everyone that's involved in the finance world starting to really, look at this. And, that's one of the reasons one thing I wanted to talk about, as far as these stocks jumping up and down the way that they're doing, you have some stocks moving, some stocks looking like they're squeezing. And, I think that's just because of the manipulation that needs to take place after the light was shined on the GameStop halt and people started really digging into, all the dirt that they were coming across that was taking place in the stock market. And that right there is causing, the market to fluctuate because with the evidence of all the stocks that's being shorted, it just looks like at the moment they are trying to regulate or control how much money people are making, because with the internet, people are passing this information back and forth, and people can easily get in and make, loads of money just based on the research, a stock, how many shares is being borrowed, how many failures to deliver. I mean, and it's just so much taking place that I think that they have to fluctuate the market this way to stop people from, getting into these stocks that have great potential, these stocks that have been shorted and for a short period of time that could possibly explode, make people lots of money, because 5 or 10 option, good option calls on the right stock that's being shorted can make you, 100,000 there, possibly a millionaire, depending on, your research and your homework. So, not to get off the topic with SOS and, because I wanted to talk about SOFI and its movement and SOS and how people believe SOS is a scam, but you actually see some retail, some institutions starting to jump in. Like, I mean, you see this, look at this, looks like a damn barcode almost. Like, but, this is because SOS is being traded, bought back, and, people are holding, We had over 100 million volume yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So, at the moment, I think SOS is building up. I mean, that's just me personally. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investing guru. Please do some homework, have your own due diligence, and get some help when you jumping in the stock market, man. Seriously. Personally, just off what I believe, I think SOS is a young, up and coming company that definitely has the potential to be a $20 stock, maybe 25 bucks, and that's because they provide other services. But with all the, like I said, ways that people can get information, they have to move the stock market the way that it is. I mean, we actually seen SOS drop down to 20 bucks yesterday. And then after the market closed, SOFI, excuse me, we happened to see it drop to 20 bucks yesterday. And then after the market closed, it started to run up. And then we see it reach a high of 24 in the pre-market earlier today. And then it just started fluctuating around 23, 24, back down and around. And when it dropped to 20, if you don't believe in manipulation, that's the reason, in my opinion, it dropped to 20, so that some institutional investors can get in, some traders, and because they already knew that the stock was going to go that high. It's no different than Monday or, last week when we looked as if that, it looked as if we were going to have, some green going on, for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But then, we got a little tease and then everything dropped back down. So, right now, I think it's about shaking out some people. That's why I wanted to say, if people are looking to make quick money, they're going to get smacked. Now, of course, there are going to be some people that are going to capitalize, but that's not going to be everybody. So, I want to see how y'all feel about SOS and where it's going. Do you think that it's scam, and do you think out of nowhere it's just going to get delisted, or something's going to take place? As you can see at the moment, I'm down 59% on my shares, and I'm down 79% on my contracts. And if it does happen, it was just a bad decision. And at the moment when I decided to, make the decision, it looked like, a great play. So I'm going to, keep my conviction and see what happens. I was thinking about unloading some shares of AMC, which I've already said before, and jumping into SoFi a lot more. I've tried to grind some in other portfolios as well, but I want to at least have 200-300 shares of SoFi if possible. I would like to put them, in an investment, a retirement account. It's just certain things. Fuel Cell Energy, if you guys weren't checking that out, man, I had a bunch of shares of Fuel Cell Energy, but when it went to like 18 bucks, man, I sold out and just took profit. I kept 10 shares just so I can watch it, because I knew it would fluctuate based on the information in the news surrounding the energy sectors, the green sectors. So I decided to even buy some contracts, one for April and one for January 2023. And that's just because I do believe Fuel Cell Energy will go back to $20. And as you can see, Plug Power is already moving, and so is Fuel Cell Energy. And I knew that once I started reading about the energy sectors and what was taking place. So that's the reason why I jumped up on that. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I think I'm gonna jump into SNDL some more. I think I'm gonna buy some more calls, and I think I'm gonna just do that just because. I think I'll try to load up like maybe 15 call options for 2023, maybe. Just because hey man, if we can get to a price target of 5, maybe $7, hey, that'd be lovely. I already have let's see. DL. I already have 3, and one expires all of them 2023. So I think I'll buy more 2023, 2024, and just see where it goes, man. Like, so tell me how you feel out there, my good people. Once again, this is your boy, Kavire Valentine. Just trying to holler at y'all and see how y'all feel about this week and how the stock is moving. I think they are trying their best, like I said, to shake people out. And they're capitalizing off a lot of people buying at the top, and getting out on these 10% drops, these 10%, 15, 20% drops that are scaring the hell out of people. And then, you know, once they see fit, once they reach their quota, you'll see a lot of these stocks. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, this is some good. Some of that kush, baby. You'll start seeing, a lot of these stocks that, have great potential move. And that's just my opinion. That's the reason why I think you should look more into investing for the long term instead of gambling, for the short. Once again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Vibrate Valentine. I'll check y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here.
They out there panicking right now. I can feel it. They out there. They're panicking. Look at them.
Now, you're not naive enough to think we're living in a democracy, are you, buddy? It's the free market. And you're part of it.
Something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute?
After everything we've done for you.
Oh, see, I made Lewis a bet here. Lewis bet me that we couldn't both get rich and put y'all in the poorhouse at the same time. He didn't think we could do it. I won.
I lost. $1.
Thank you, Lewis.
After you.
Certainly.